National Championships. What a show there. Imagine what will happen in the last two races of the day. So here we go. The penultimate race, the women's lightweight eights rolling down in their B final, all tightly packed in the first portion of the race. Mount Baker in lane 1, Parati in lane 2, Green Lake in lane 3, Row America Rye, another entry from that club, in lane 4, Newport in lane 5, the Atlanta Juniors in lane 6, and right now it is Newport, another Newport boat that is out to an early lead by about half a boat length.
Yeah, 400 meters in, it's Newport with that half-length lead. So, again, their strategy to get out early, to get out quick, and to try to hold it down the race course. You see the sign coming into play. That's 500 meters. So we're a quarter way through with Newport out in front, about 3/4 of a boat length, and then look how close it is. Again, Row America Rye probably sitting in second place there, but only by a couple of seats. A very good row early on here from Mount Baker in lane 1, has them slightly ahead of Parati, and then it's really probably too close to call between Green Lake and Atlanta Junior, and we'll see the times come in as they come through that 500-meter point. But it is Newport out in front, and again, another boat from Newport showing speed here at Nathan Benderson Park in this B final of the women's lightweight 8. And you can see the coxswain in the Newport boat. She's looking over at the bows there, and she's saying, I want open water. I don't want to see these bows anymore. Give me that open water. And she's trying for it, but the Row America Rye and Mount Baker boats are not really letting it happen right now.
And it looks like that coxswain putting her whole body into yelling at those rowers. So really coaxing and coxing the rowers in the Newport boat in lane 5 right now as they lead. Row America Rye in lane 4, you can see their bow and their bow rower right behind that boat from Newport. They were the fastest time coming out of the semifinals among these competitors. They're in second right now, but we have plenty of speed on this course with Mount Baker, Parati, Green Lake, Row America Rye, and the Atlanta Juniors still there chasing down the boat from Newport. And look right there, I could see a move, at least a little extra power from that boat from Newport as they began to pull away from the bow of that lane 4 Row America Rye.
Newport has quite a few very large team boats here, so to have them here in this B final, they placed 11th here last year, so to want to put themselves in the front of this B final early, not surprising at all, especially as they want to come out, want to see if they can finish this spring season with a win. Row America Rye was 6th last year, so to be in this B final, I'm sure they are also looking to come out with a win here as well. Mount Baker 10th last year with a couple of new teams in this particular event in Parati, Green Lake, and Atlanta Juniors. But despite Newport's lead here, we have about 3-4 boats across that are vying for what's going to happen in second place. Row America Rye looking to grab that stern deck back from Newport, but they just continue to stay together, stay patient, and be able to look upon the field from where they are out in front.
And the far side of the course, Mount Baker really moving forward as well. So we get a look at that Newport Aquatic Center boat as they begin to really power down the course. And you can see the coxswain again really working hard and having these 8 rowers give it their all in the B final for the women's lightweight 8s.
And as they cross into this second half of the third 500, it does look like Newport, maybe the coxswain has asked for another rate shift, and it looks like she went up to a 39. You could see it in that zoomed in portion there. She said, all right, not only are we going to go for more, we're going to do it by doing this, and it does look like rate is what they used, which again, with this lightweight 8, that is not an uncommon strategy to continue kicking the boat along here with this tailwind that we're having here this morning.
39 strokes a minute, that is not easy for anybody to hang on to, and Newport is doing it all the way down the race course here. So obviously it is something that they have done before, they have trained for, and it is working because they have open water on the rest of the field. In fact, as you see this Newport boat rowing very well, blades down to the water, very little splash, although the water has really calmed and it's very flat here at Nathan Benderson Park. Little tailwind, but you can see it still is very close as Row America Rye is on the heels of Newport and ahead of the rest of the boats, but they all seem to be connected behind Newport. So again, we're going to have another one of these finishes, I believe, where we could find some speed out of one of these lanes maybe we haven't even talked about yet, that's going to come up in these last 500 meters and see if they can challenge Newport, but more so maybe try to get past the rest of the boats.
As you work your way down this race course, you set your breathing rate early in the race so that you have enough later in the race. The higher the rate that you have, the less time that you have to breathe, and you might find yourself breathing at both ends of the stroke as you move your way down. So Newport being at such a high rate already, that is a huge aerobic request, demand of the body here as we enter this final sprint portion of the race. Will they have another gear? And it looks like as they cross into the final 250 meters that their willpower is going to give them another gear.
Indeed, Newport out in the lead early, as were their predecessors in this competition, and they're trying to stay ahead and keep that open water. So here they come. It looks like they are handily in first. We'll have to see how second shapes up as they come down to the line, because Parati looks like they're beginning to try to catch up with the other boats, with Newport in the lead. Row America Rye beginning to ply their way forward, dragging Green Lake along with them. But Newport there in lane 5, working hard and staying out and ahead. It looks like Row America Rye beginning to get some speed out of it, but they're running out of course in a hurry. But here in the B final for the women's lightweight eights, it's Newport crossing the line for the win, with the boat from Row America Rye coming in second. A big push from Green Lake. They will take third, but the fast-moving Mount Baker boat in fourth, overtaking and passing the boat from Parati. The Atlanta Juniors, a big push at the end, too, with a very quick finish, racing Parati to the line. We'll see how that shakes out. Not really sure how that result was, because the beep was quite close together, and because of the distance and separation of those two bow balls, it was difficult to discern which part of the line crossed, or which bow ball crossed the line first.
Newport certainly improving upon their 11th place finish from last year by taking that in a commanding way from the very beginning. They jumped out with a high rate, with an obvious start sequence that took them to open water, and they completed the race the same way they started it.